Hey Gemini, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your full moon reading, Gemini, for this last full moon in Taurus that happened on the 5th of November. But full moon energy does linger for 5 days before, building up, and then 5 days after the full moon. There is definitely still a lingering of that energy. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. I have a Venus in Gemini. Okay, so Gemini strong placements. Check out your placements. There's a link in the description box. I'm getting wittiness and charm for some of you. Okay, that is your energy, Gemini, but someone is is about to have a meeting or a social event or some kind of networking where your wittiness and charm is going to stand out. I don't know if it's like a job interview or marketing yourself. Yeah, as I said, that the victory card flipped over. I feel like you have been doing a lot of networking lately, Gemini. I don't know if this applies to everyone, but I do get a sense of socializing being important at this time, to promote yourself or to move into a space that you've been wanting to move into. It feels like you're going to be meeting some people that can help facilitate this next move for you, Gemini. And whoever it is, they are going to fall in love with your intellect and your wit. And your sense of humor is what I just heard. Okay, so let's see, Spirit. Please and thank you for the sign of Gemini. Messages of love, light, and guidance. Negative energy must leave the space now. For the Gemini collective, for this full moon in Taurus. Okay, let's see, Gemini. Judgment, card of Scorpio, life lessons, embracing your true self, embracing your truth, Gemini, embracing your alignment. I feel like you're rising above a situation here that has kept you feeling drained or bogged down or just snowed under is what I heard. You're elevating yourself from that or rising, above that and stepping into more of an alignment with who you are. This could be a decision you've made recently, Gemini, and that could be, a relationship ending, a career shift, something that has caused you to embrace and to recognize the power of your truth and your boundaries and the joy and freedom and lightness that brings. It can be a heavy process because this is, a major arcana. It is the card of Scorpio. It's a 2 energy, being card 20. So it feels like this is a dance between your, the self that you show the world and your real authentic self. And what you're finding is that the more that you step into authenticity and the more that you choose situations and people and circumstances that align with that energy, the more freer you feel. You don't feel like you are upholding a lie. You don't feel like you are needing to put on a mask of some sort. You don't feel like you are forcing the conversation. It is about alignment. Wow, and victory comes out. So again, this new energy, Gemini, is going to be seen by a lot of people. Once you step into sovereignty, into your authentic energy, into your realness, people start to see your uniqueness. People start to see your energy differently. It is going to show up differently. And you will be recognized for that. You'll find that there will be an attraction of crowds or people towards you because of this new space that you're stepping into, and because of the sense of lightness that is going to surround you as you enter a space, Gemini, or as you enter a conversation. People are going to start to sense a shift in your energy, and it's going to bring out it's almost like the spotlight is going to be on you, even though you're not even trying. You're going to be seen for this version of yourself that you have chosen. And it's not going to feel like a burden. It's not going to feel like an act. So it goes very well with this judgment energy, because and it's the same energy, look at this, it's the same symbolism, feeling free, feeling open, and not having to uphold a facade, which is extremely exhausting. Card of Scorpio, card of Leo. So you could also be dealing with those two signs, Gemini. But there's a sense of freedom that I'm feeling here with this energy, and it's because you have drawn your boundaries. It's because you have stepped into your sense and definition of self-worth rather than what the world has told you to be. Solar plexus energy, that is Leo energy. That is self-worth, that is confidence, that is alignment, that is a sense of purpose. And you are saying no, and you can feel it in your body, the difference of your sacred no versus, a yes that was only given to meet the expectations of everyone around you, when inside you felt misaligned. That is what erodes at our sense of self-confidence, our sense of purpose, and our sense of worth, is when we are choosing to please others and not in alignment with what we feel is the right thing to do. And it comes out of a fear of losing people. But there comes a point where the burden of losing people becomes a lot less than the burden of losing yourself. And that is your card, Gemini. You'll find that, and it's a major arcana, it's a card of manifestation, the Magician. Magician energy comes immediately after you've taken a leap of faith in yourself, after you've taken a step towards a new chapter and shown belief and trust in yourself. That's the biggest decision you've had to take. And now you are looking at the possibilities that are in front of you. And you can see that there are infinite possibilities. Oh, my cat is bathing himself and knocking my laptop. There are infinite possibilities in this whirlpool of energy that you've now opened up because you've stepped into your authenticity, Gemini, and that is major arcana energy. So from these lessons and integration that you've just overcome, stepping into yourself and your alignment and your truth, these manifestations are now amplifying for you. And I definitely do see being recognized in some way, Gemini. Wow, another major arcana, the world. So this is definitely a new beginning, the end of a cycle. There are new possibilities now. And look at that, the repetitive symbolism in these cards. It just feels like you've opened up a portal to infinite possibility. And there's a sense of excitement that I'm getting with that in your energy, Gemini. There's a sense of joy and freedom and excitement that's coming through, and a sense of self-worth that you haven't felt in a long time. It's because you freed yourself from the burden of being someone that you are actually not. Clarity, exactly. This was also a card that came out for Taurus, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, but it is a full moon in Taurus. This moon is bringing clarity for you, Gemini. It's showing you very clearly, where your next steps are, what you need to do in this next chapter, in this new beginning. It's showing you how far you have come and how much you have healed, how many cycles or iterations you've gone through to get to where you are, and how each of those iterations have brought in a very valuable lesson. And at the time, you might not have been able to see what the lesson was, but now it's starting to dawn on you. The lessons and the nuggets and the treasures that you took from every circumstance, relationship, situation that brought you to this point of choosing for yourself, Gemini. It's also a card of clear communication, and that is your energy, air energy. Clear communication, very articulate, very intellectual energy, very witty energy, and that is definitely being accentuated now, and it is going to be recognized. I definitely feel like there is something about the way that you communicate, Gemini, that's going to stand out to potential hirers or partners, business partners, or even romantic partners. It's something about your gift of the gab that's coming through here. Okay, Gemini, I want to get some closing cards of advice. Those messages were pretty clear, which is exactly this energy. Now, usually I have to think a little bit, but those messages were pretty clear for you, Gemini. And there's your energy as I'm shuffling. And that's communication, very fast and swift communication coming in for you. If you're waiting to hear about a job, I just heard, that communication is going to come in quite soon for you, Gemini. Wheel of Fortune, card of Sagittarius. There is definitely something big happening here in terms of a new chapter in your life, Gemini. This could be a move, a relocation, a new career, a new job, a completely new chapter shifting in your favor because of the work that you've been doing on yourself. Card of Sagittarius, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. So we've got 4 major arcana out on the table now, so that is divine guidance. Wheel of Fortune. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? Celebration, socializing, exactly. It's either an end of year event or some kind of networking event that is going to bring out the best in you and is going to make you visible to suitors, to hirers. As I said before, there is definitely something about socializing coming in for you very soon, Gemini. In fact, if you have been hermiting, which I don't think has been your energy, just say yes to the invites that come in now. Say yes to socializing. Say yes to those end of year parties or whatever it is that is coming your way. because I do feel that you will meet your tribe or some very important people at one of these events. And it is leading to your abundance. So there's a lot that's coming in for you, abundance financially, any form of material abundance, that we define as wealth. This could be health as well, physical health, relationships, a new home, a happy family, just a sense of stability in your space, Gemini, that is coming in. And it's been after a lot of hard work, because this is a 10 energy. And you can't just move from a 0 to a 10 overnight. It's a consistent building of your skill, building of your effort that has culminated in this for you, Gemini. And the universe recognizes that. Energy recognizes that. And so as you step into this new energy and more of yourself and more of what you align with, I see that, the abundance is just going to start flowing for you. So this is a beautiful energy. This was a beautiful reading, Gemini. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. Otherwise, just drop a comment and let me know. But until the next reading, Gemini, I am loving this energy for you. Soak it up, embrace it, and remember to say yes to all the socials. Until next time, cheers.